Lily,
Yes,
how are
I'm
you?
definitely here. Hello, I'm great. How are you?
I'm wonderful, wonderful. It's probably been, well, we won't go there. As a former member of Union Temple Baptist Church,
Absolutely.
I probably know you since when, but here you are now talking to us about the event this weekend. Tell me, what is a Mochella and what are folks going to expect on Sunday?
Well, Mohawkella is all about advocacy. It's about bringing the music into the movement where we allow our voices to be heard. And Yada Yada is the main one that is versed in speaking on that as the visionary. But what I understand and what you've seen over the last year and a half or so is that it's a demonstration, and it's a very active demonstration powered by God, powered by positive energy to bring light to the fact that go-go still lives and to bring the protest to the people. A lot of times, other people are advocating for us in our communities, and young people or those that feel like they don't have a voice are not very active. So this was a way to kind of bring the music to the movement and the movement to the music.
We didn't know really until late that the city was going to open up on June 11th. And fortunately, it did just in time for you all and your plans. But how long have you all been planning this event? And did you really, I mean, were you that confident that we were going to be able to do this big event, public event with folks coming
You,
together?
yes, so very confident. When you're powered by God and powered by intuition and discernment, you're able to just forge ahead and trust. And that is based on, experience and in the movement through Mochella that has been happening for a while. Is something that you just have to be confident in what you're doing. So it's just something that we set out to do. And it hasn't been, what, 2 months? Not even that, I don't think, where we decided to come together and do something for unity and bring the community out. If you notice over the last year and a half or so, Mochella has been about going into like these pop-up areas, but now it's more stationary as we go into Unity Fest with other entities coming together and saying, this is something we want to make available to older, younger. So we had the kids haven going on and all of that so that everybody can be a part.
So Yada Yada's having technical difficulty. So you are the star of this segment right now.
Yes,
You have to
yes,
carry the story,
absolutely.
but you're doing great. And so give us the details. What, where, when, the time, all of that.
Yes, so at Gateway Pavilion over there at the St. Elizabeth grounds on MLK Avenue in Southeast from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. We have all of these bands. And one thing that we wanted to do is not just have one stage with just the go-go bands, as Mochella has been typically known for. We wanted to kind of make it available to and accessible to people that like other kinds of music as well. So we have the what I call we bridge stage. I'm told that it's not called that, but
It's all right. It's all right.
yes, but I love calling it that because it to me it represents bridging things together. So we have the we bridge stage, and there are local artists, rappers on there. We had the Kids Haven, so it's something that Mochella hasn't done before, and that's why we call it Unity Fest. All ages unite, community comes together as one.
Right, right. No, when we created WI Bridge, we figured it was going to be abbreviated, and we is fine because that you're right. It's all about bridging. It's all about us and we, and so I'm glad you all have made that connection. I'm glad Lafayette, the editor, and is all involved
Absolutely.
with that as well.
Shout out to him. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. But so, I mean, again, what is the message, Lily? What is it that when people come, I mean, it's a party, it's a celebration, and we're going to do a lot of celebrating beginning today through Sunday, of course, for Father's Day and Juneteenth. But what is the message for this besides, just a party and celebrating, the music? Is there something else that you think people should take away on that day?
Well, absolutely. We're calling it unity so that everyone can feel a part, so that young and old, if you want to advocate for better policies for our people, if you want to advocate for, lower sentencing, whatever it is that we're advocating for as a community, it's like young and old, bring all of your concerns. And one thing that we're standing on is the shoulders of those who protested through music. So that's what it's about. It's about bringing another generation in, to say your voice matters, and it's not just about dancing, it's about making a statement. We've heard what make me want to holler, throw up my hands, all kinds of soul music back in the day just talked about the plight. Well, this is not necessarily where, all of the bands are not, containing a certain message about the community, but when the community comes together, you're able to mobilize, and that's the main thing. And if you have to mobilize through music and captivate your audience first, that's what we're about.
I think back to your dad, Reverend Willie Wilson, pastor of Union Temple Baptist Church, when you all were in the red building, the red church, and they had the, what was it, the Chitlin Strut?
Yes, Chitlin Strut, Chicken Stroll, absolutely.
Yeah, Chicken Stroll that started many, many years ago, and that evolved, into Unifest, which
absolutely.
was a wonderful, wonderful event. And now, this is the evolution of that, and the next generation picking up the ball and moving it forward. How did you all get together?
So we got together because we all have similar passions. And of course, I stand on the shoulders of those who created Unifest, and I watched it, manifest. And I actually worked and volunteered so many years. And then I saw what Mohawkella was doing, and yada yada, and Chloe and Lafayette, and all of us came together, and Wayne, and all of us came together, and we started talking about the histories, but how we could move forward. And it's just a beautiful thing when great minds get together, and that's what we're hoping to create, something that pushes the community forward in a way that has not been seen, but still honors those that came before.
So it comes on Sunday, and then what happens next?
So what happens next? You'll have to wait for that. You have to wait, because this is something that Mohawkella hasn't done before, bringing the different stages together. So it's just kind of like, just getting our feet wet and just seeing what happens, and then you'll have to stay tuned.
Lastly, I think the great thing about DC music, and like you said, it's everybody knows DC is go-go, right? That's just the brand that we have proudly, and that we proudly carry. But there's also other kinds of music and other kinds of artists, and DC is really kind of picking up when it comes to promoting local artists, and putting our stamp on the national or international music scene. And so for some of the artists, I mean, can you mention some of them that will be participating?
Absolutely. We have EU featuring Sugar Bear. We have Junkyard. We have Ambition. I don't want to get in trouble by calling too many names, but just to give you some examples, we got Pinky, Killer Corn, D Floyd. It's just something that you'll have to experience. But you can check out the flyer that's been posted, and you could go to Instagram and check us out there, and it's comprehensive list is there.
Fantastic. Well, Lili, thank you so much for joining us and sharing this information. It looks like it's going to be. And so if you don't have plans for Father's Day, take your dad out to the Gateway Pavilion at St. Elizabeth's and have a wonderful time. Have fun.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. Take care.